Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. How are you doing? So, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm actually the self-professed queen of the morning routine. It is literally such a staple in my life that I love it. And actually, one of the things I love most about my work as a vitality coach is helping people to create an empowering morning routine. And I don't know about you, but I know for many people that I've been speaking with over the summertime, things kind of go in a totally different direction. And, routines sort of go by the wayside. And so, what I wanted to share with you today are three things that your morning routine must have if you want to feel like a superhero every day when you start your day. So, for those of you watching live, then let me know, do you have a morning routine? Yes or no? Okay, so do you have a routine that is your staple that you do every day that because you love it so much, or maybe one that you do every once in a while? Or if you're like, not so much on the morning routine, give me a no. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you in the chat. Hello, hello. Do you have a morning routine, yes or no? And if so, tell us about it because I'd love to hear about what your morning routine is like right now. And what I wanted to share with you are three essential components of my morning routine that literally are the foundation. And because they leave me feeling so good, it is a non-negotiable in my life. So sometimes I can stretch it out for a longer period of time, if I don't have a 7 a.m. start, for example. And sometimes I condense it down to just a very short amount of time. But these are the three core ingredients. So if you want to learn what these are, so that you can start each day feeling like a badass superhero, hero, not to be confused with a Cheerio. But let me know in the comments. So give me a three if you want to know what those are, because I would love to share those with you. And actually, I do have something, if you are looking to and revitalize your routine, I have something awesome to share with you at the end, because let's get back down to business. September is back to you month. Back to you feeling good, back to you feeling strong in your body, feeling amazing on every level, going from that sort of, ah, it's summertime, whatever, just let it fly, let it flow sort of vibe. Or maybe it was kind of frantic and frazzled because routine has gone to shit and you're like, I need something hip. Going from that energy to the calm and centered, purposeful powerhouse, showing up every day with intention, giving yourself that dedicated time and space. That's really what this is all about. And that's truly what the warrior's journey is all about, is awakening that energy within yourself so that you can show up from that place every day. So let me know if you're ready for this, because I want to share this with you. Because a little backstory is that I came to be really such a advocate for morning routines about, I'd say, I need to get my calculator, but I think it's around 8 years ago, to be honest. And it really started with a gratitude practice, and then it evolved into much more. And I'll share that with you in a moment. But really what it started from was that I noticed that because I felt so busy in my business and my brain was trying to convince me constantly that there was a million and one things for me to do and I should get started and there's no time for this and blah, 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 blah. When I started the day that way, I literally felt like I was in a spiral of chaos all day long. I felt that frantic and frazzled energy that comes from when we start the day in the go, 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 can't stop, keep it going sort of mode. So let me know if you can relate to that, because that's definitely where I was. And I realized, yeah, that doesn't feel good to me. Because if I'm showing up from that place every day, it changes my vibe and it changes the way I get to show up and support my clients and support my communities, yourselves. And really, it means that I was showing up for myself, and making that decision to show up for myself in whatever form that is each day has been a massive game changer. And that's why I'm such an advocate for all of these things, is that in order for you to go out and live your purpose and show up with intent and be able to go out there and share your magic with the world, it really does come from taking a moment, taking a pause, and recognizing that it's one of your most highest responsibilities, and um, ideally something that you love and you look forward to and enjoy is to make sure to take care of you, right? And beyond the self-care of, getting your nails done and your toenails done or whatever, or having a bubble bath, is really doing the things that are necessary for your body to thrive and thrive on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And luckily, it's the tools that I'm going to share with you do that all at once. Because I know you might be thinking, yeah, I'm down for a morning routine, but I really don't have, hours every day to do it in. Well, what I'm going to share with you is a way to really maximize and make the most of your time so that you get a lot out of each time you do the routine. Ideally, every morning, but that may or may not happen for you. And that's a goal that you're working towards, right? And it doesn't have to be an hour unless you have an hour. It can be 5 minutes. It can be whatever you have, right? It's just really about that consistency of saying to yourself, I care so much about how I feel that you make it a top priority, because how you feel is everything, right? You're an energetic being. The frequency that you emit based on how you feel, your emotions all have a frequency to them, right? And so how you feel will change how you talk to people. It will change how you listen. It will change how you move throughout the world. It will change how you create content, how you show up on your social media, with your clients, with your coworkers, what have you. All of that is affected by how you feel, right? And so that's so powerful. And so why not have that moment for yourself, whatever length of time that moment is, so that you can really intentionally decide how you're going to at least start the day, right? So pausing at the beginning of the day, starting the day with that intention, and noticing throughout the day if maybe you need another power pause to realign with that, because let's be real, that happens too. But really giving yourself that window of time, showing yourself how much you care about how you feel by doing it first. Because when you do it first, A, it's more likely to get done. B, it sets off a beautiful chain reaction of chemicals in your brain that make you actually more motivated, make you more productive, help you to get things done, be more efficient throughout the day, be more on point, and really, again, really truly affect how you are moving through the world. So that's how I came to be really in love with my morning routine and have it be my foundation, is because I recognize that when I start the day with that intent and with the ingredients I'm going to share here in a moment, it changes everything. It takes it from being chaotic and scattered and in that sort of spiral all day long to feeling grounded, feeling centered, feeling strong in my body, feeling aligned, clear, happy, grounded emotionally. So that was really sealed the deal for me. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's dive in. So what we're going to talk about today are 3 essential ingredients that your morning routine can have and should have going forward so that you can start each day feeling like a superhero. Feeling unstoppable, ready to rock, be able to handle the challenges that come your way because you are grounded, because you are really tuned into your own energy and be able to navigate the up and downs that will inevitably happen. So let's talk about it. First things first, water. A key ingredient to your morning routine is drinking a big glass of water, or a jar, as this may be here. Why? Well, unless you get up and drink a lot of water throughout the night, you are very likely at least mildly, if not dehydrated, when you wake up. And given that you are mostly water, it's very important for you to replenish that. And if you live in a hot climate like me, or if you're experiencing summer, or for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere are heading into summer, very important that you replenish your water. When you're dehydrated, it slows everything down. It actually ages your cells more quickly. Your brain is more likely to get foggy. We all know the brain fog feels. So water, 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 water. Have a big drink, right? Have a big drink, and whatever that feels like to you. Maybe a couple cups. You want to get fancy, put some citrus in there, and that was my version of saying citrus. Put some citrus in there so that it is really helpful for your liver and helps to detox things that have been drudged up overnight and flush them out. Okay, so that's number one. The goal is to drink at least your half your body weight in water every day in ounces. And for those of you that don't operate in ounces, just do the math on that and then multiply it by 15, and you'll have how many milliliters that you need for all of my Canadian and Southern Hemisphere and European friends. For those of you that operate in milliliters. So making sure to have a big drink of water to get started. Okay, so that's really key. Step number one. Ingredient number two, ingredient number two. Connect to your mountaintop vision. So what's your mountaintop vision? Well, that's the goals that you have for yourself, for your business, for your work, for your life. Connect to that vision. It's so important for you to do that on a daily basis, not just once every few whenevers, months, weeks, really connecting to that every day and sitting in it. And what do I mean by that? Sitting in it so that you are using your supercomputer, aka your brain, to really begin to connect to the energy of that. Giving your brain a chance to experience it because you're imagining it in vivid detail is a fast track to bringing it to reality in your life, because your brain is brilliant. And I mean, it's currently doing like a million things, maybe not a million, but a whole lot of things already right now in this moment when you're listening to me, to keep you thriving and alive. But it actually can't tell the difference between what you're experiencing in your 3D reality and what you are imagining in your mind. So when you get into that mountaintop vision of what your goals are for yourself, you are giving your brain a roadmap, allowing it to experience that. And when it does that, it becomes familiar to your brain, because your brain's main job is to keep you alive and keep you safe. When something is unfamiliar, it's deemed unsafe. So your brain will do everything it can to put the brakes on that and keep you in your zone of familiarity, which it locks tight with all of the fun habits that we all tend to have of self-sabotage and the inner critic and the procrastination and all those things, right? That will lock you in your comfort zone. And when you're like, "Ooh, I want to do something different," it goes, alert, alert. They are approaching the edge of the comfort zone. Back her up, back him up, back them up. And so it will stop you. But when you connect to your vision for your life and for yourself on a visceral level, so that means in the feeling sense, like in your body, what does it mean? What is it going to smell like? Where are you going to be? Who are you going to be with? What do you taste? So you're really physically experiencing it. It allows your brain to begin to not only have that familiarity, it begins to create that new pattern of belief within yourself. It shifts on a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, which is like a filter for all of the billions of bits of information that you encounter throughout the day. That turned on will actually seek out information that begins to bring that big vision to life more quickly. So that's really powerful. So that's not only a nice experience to connect to that and allow yourself that, woo, yay, this feels good sort of energy, but it actually is a brain hack. It's a brain hack. So that's really number two, connecting to your mountaintop vision. And as you may have gleaned from that, it's very important to get into the feeling of it. Beyond the, yay, I got to my goal. Well, what does that make possible for you? What does that make possible for all of the people that you get to support on the way to that goal? So really get into that, because it also begins to activate that way of being within your body, and also helps you to begin to create the belief in the possibility of it because you're experiencing it. Okay, so that's number two. One, water. Two, connect to your mountaintop vision. And then number three is move your body every day. Move your body. So again, you may have 5 minutes, you may have 25, you may have 55, whatever you have, move your body. Our bodies are not designed to be stagnant and stationary all day long, which can happen, right? When we're working on our computer, or perhaps you drive a lot for your work. Ideally, we have movement, right? Our ancient ancestors were up and moving and doing things quite, and maybe even, really relatively close ancestors or relatives in your family, mine at least, were very active throughout the day, out on the farm, doing lots of tasks and jobs and chores, et cetera, et cetera. And so starting your day with movement is so incredibly powerful for your body. Not only is it getting blood flow and oxygen to your body, and of course your brain, which is then turning it on to be more productive and on point and in flow for the rest of the day, it helps you to move into stronger posture, right? So stronger posture means less pain and distraction, which means, and it also means better energy. It means you are carrying yourself in that very confident, upright, open posture rather than droopy and sleepy, right? So huge from that perspective, so that not only do you feel better because it also is beneficial for balancing your hormones, your brain chemicals, everything gets a nice whoop boost when you move your body first thing in the morning, but you're also turning on your fire. Turning on your fire. What do I mean by that? Your metabolism gets revved up when you move your body. So you are literally stoking your energy, your furnace from within, so that you are not only feeling better, having more energy, feeling, more happy, hopeful for the day. You are actually turned on your metabolism, so you burn more calories throughout the day. So again, it's really beneficial. And exercise and movement and yoga first thing in the morning is shown to boost your productivity significantly. Some statistics say by upwards of 72%. So that's a big jump. 7-2, 7-2, big jump. So for me, what I like to do is after I do my Mountaintop Vision, I go out here on the patio on the lanai and I put on some of my favorite music. I set my intentions for the day, and then I go about using the movement practice to embody those intentions, activate them within my body. So feeling powerful, feeling grounded, whatever the intention is for the day. And doing different movements to loosen things up, doing strengthening movements, exercises to tone and tighten, doing cardio, whether that's on my elliptical or doing some exercises consistently and quickly between the exercises to get my heart rate up. I also take dance breaks throughout the whole thing, because who doesn't love a good dance break? Right. So that's a little taste of what I like to do in the morning to really weave everything together. And when you bring those together as a morning routine, it literally is such a game changer in how you feel, so that you are really fully energized and ready for the day. So that's what I wanted to share with you today for this week's Mondays with Megan. And actually, one last thing to share with you is that if you are ready to revitalize your routine and you are feeling like you want to have a refresher with that, and also have a plan for the next 30 days mapped out, so you know what to do, so that you can feel like a superhero every day. You can feel amazing in your body, strong, grounded, energized, in your heart to feel happy and hopeful, in your mind to feel clear and focused. Then I actually have a really special invitation for you. So until Friday only, I'm actually offering a really incredible deal on a brand new session. So the session itself is the combination of two sessions that I usually only do with my private clients and in my programs. But I've decided to combine those two sessions into one and do a one-on-one session with you, 75 minutes, and map out your power path. So your plan for the next 30 days, so you know what to do to really activate all of that energy, that strength, that focus on every level, and create a plan for you to get to your mountaintop, right? So you get to achieve your goals, because there's 117 days left in 2022. So it's time for action, right? And as we are on the threshold of September, it's a great time to do this. And then also during the session, so you'll get your plan mapped out for you and really be able to have that empowering morning routine. So we will together work on creating a morning routine that works for you and for your schedule. And then I will also guide you through a yoga session that is customized just for you, for your bodies, for your body to strengthen and tone, so you know exactly what to do to feel amazing on every level. So normally when I do those two sessions separately, the value of that is $397, but I've decided to combine them. So it's one-on-one with me for 75 minutes. So you get to work with me one-on-one for 75 minutes for only $127. It's an amazing deal. It is such a great deal because you will walk away with so much clarity and value and tools and be able to charge off on your way for your goals, for your mountaintop for only $127. So it's a smoking deal and it's only available until Friday. Okay, so I would go ahead and grab that now, and you can grab it. You don't have to do the session before Friday, but why not? Let's get started. Let's get started because when you start today or whenever you're seeing this video, you're that much closer to getting to your goals, to really truly showing up as the purposeful powerhouse, calm and centered, awakened warrior, amazing being that you are, right? So it's a journey. And I would love to walk alongside you during that journey and create a power path for you. So the power path session, only $127 until Friday. Go ahead and grab that. I'm going to I'm going to drop the link, is what I was trying to say there, in the comments below. And then I will also add it to the description when I'm done here. So I can't wait to work with you and create a power path for you to really get to the top of the mountain. And thank you again for being part of this community. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I shared today, as well as if you have questions about the power path session. And I will look forward to seeing you very soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.